Let me put this on now.
Yeah.
Let's lift the cloth with everything and rest it right in the middle of the box here.
Yeah.
We will leave the head open, right?
Song 1, 2.
We've already done the floor.
बोलो श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय, महाविष्णु भगवान की जय, जय शरणम. Hari Om. My dear friends, at this time we are about to begin our ceremony. As we offer our respects to the departed, I would like to ask all of you to please stand a little bit as we perform our purification. There are a number of things that we would need for our ceremony, flowers and leaves and all of this. We ask God to bless and sanctify everything. And also the spot where we'll be performing the last rite, what is referred to as the Antyeshi Sanskar. Hey Bhagavan, we see you in the form of Mahavishnu Bhagavan. May you bless and sanctify everything that we have prepared here for our ceremony. Harihi Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hari Om Pavitram Pavitro Va Sarvastangato Piva Yasamarit Pundari Kaksham Sabaha Bhyantara Suchi Om Pundari Kakshe Punatu Yam Brahma Varuinda Rudramarutah Sunavanti Divyai Savet Verai Sangapadakramopaniषदे Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyana Vastitar Gate Namanasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyam Tam Navidur Surasura Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bolo Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Offer your flowers on the cloth. We perform our Sankalp. In life, we all have to go through 16 sanskars. And the very last sanskar is known as the Antyeshi sanskar, which is a death ceremony. what we do when we perform our anti-Yeshi sanskara, when we perform the anti-Yeshi sanskara for an individual, it is simply where we are asking God to allow the 5 elements that came together to form this body. We are asking God to allow those 5 elements to return to their respective abodes. So 5 elements came together and formed this body. And upon that, immediately upon that, we know that one of the elements has left the body, the element of fire. Which is why if you only touch the body at the time of death, when the person dies, if you touch the body, how would it feel? It would feel cold, not so? The element of fire has already left the body. Here it is now, we are asking God, may you accept these other 5 elements. And at the same time, may you shower blessings upon his divine soul. Say Om Sri Vishnave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat. Vishnura Vishnura Vishnur Om Namo Paramatmane. Sri Puran Purushot Parameshwar Adya Sri Brahmanoditiye Paradave. Sri Shvedvaraha Kalpe Vaivasvat Manvantri Ashtavasitame Kaliyuge Kali Pradam Charani Bhuloke Jambudvipe Trinidad Deshme Rio Claro Nagar Gram में अंत्येषि संस्कार अमुक राशि स्थिति सूर्य अमुक राशि स्थिति चंद्र अमुक नामस्य अमुक गोत्रस्य अमुक कार्य निमित्त अहम करिष्ये बोलो श्री महाविष्णु भगवान की जय अर्यमा पितृ भगवान की जय. At this time, my dear friends, we will continue with the necessary other offerings. Those of you who have seats and would like to make yourselves a little bit comfortable, you can feel free to do so. It is unfortunate that our dear friend, family member, relative, he has left us. And for some of us, it was a shock. I myself was speechless when I heard of his death. However, this is why we need to be close to our relatives and close to our friends. Because when you see a person dies, there is nothing that they can do in that state for their upliftment and for their benefit. This is why we need to have good friends. This is why we need to have good family. Be close to our family, close to our relatives. So that when this day comes to us, there will be someone to do the rites for us. So before we start, I must firstly commend the 5 of them that you all are seeing here for taking this initiative and taking this, and I refer to it as an opportunity to perform the last rites for your uncle. All right? As we all know, he didn't have any children. But as our scriptures tell us, the nephews and the nieces are like your own children. So you are like, you all, 3 of you are like his sons, grandsons. And I must commend you all for taking this opportunity to perform the last rites for him. As we all know, Pitri worship is greater than Devta worship. In this state, his soul is not in the form of Pitri as yet. When you perform the Bhandara and Sapindi Karam Shraddha is performed, then that soul will enter into the state of Pitri. And then there also, worship will be done on that day. Pitri worship is more powerful than even Devata worship. So that is one of the reasons why I refer to it as an opportunity that you all have today, a privilege that you all have to perform the last rites for him. So, as we are about to begin, firstly, I want you to take some water. Let's sprinkle right through. Right through. Hari Om Adya Mukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mriti Sthani Shavanimita Snanang Mayadiyate Tavo Patishtitam. Chandan. Hari Om. The Chandan right there. Put one over here also. Chandanam Mayadiyate Tavo Patishtitam. Hari Om. Perfume. Om Madhya Mukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritisthani Shiva Nimita Ghandam. Right through. Ghandam Mayadiyate Tavo Patishtitam. Hari Om.
Put it like all the way around, so. Part on top the cloth, part over where his head is. Harihi Om Adhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritisthanishvanamita Pushpamala Danam Mayadiyate Tavopatishtitam. All right, Steve, you come, sir. Walk around and go to the end of the line there. And you will do the same thing, right? Offer the water first. Harihi Om Adhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritisthanishva. Just 3 times. That's 3 times. Snanang mayadiyate tavopatishtitam. Chandan on the same spot, right? Chandanam mayadiyate tavopatishtitam. Perfume, gandham. Harihi Om Adhyamukha Gotrasya Amukha Pretasya Mritisthanishvanamita Gandham mayadiyate tavopatishtitam. Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ke dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ke dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो. और कोई न केवल हारा हो फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करो. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. Sing with me everyone. जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों के दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विश्व को भी अमृत कर दे. तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विश्व को भी अमृत कर दे. पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा. पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा. जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे हर जो भी तेरा ध्यान. 5 times. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों के दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. All of you will walk together with him. Touch hand and walk together with him. Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare दुखियों के दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. हरि ओम. यम द्वारे महाघोरे अंधेन तमसावृते तत्रवलोकनार्ताय दीपं प्रतिष्ठितां. हरिः ओं. मध्यामुखगोत्रस्य मुखप्रेतस्य मृतिस्थानीशवनमित् दीपं मया दीयते तवोपतिष्ठितां. हरिः ओं. यं द्वारे महाघोरे अन्धेन तमसावृते तत्रवलोकनार्ताय दीपं प्रतिष्ठितां. दीपं मया दीयते तवोपतिष्ठितां. हरिः ओं. नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hari Om. We make the offering of the first pinda. Today 6 pindas will be offered, and every day after today one will be offered straight up until the day of the shaving. 6 offered today and 10 offering for the 10-day period. 10 and 6 will give us 16. 16 pindas are supposed to be offered. What does this represent? This represents, my dear friends, the formation of a new body. When we all die, what do we hope for? What do you pray for? What do you ask for to happen for your soul? What do you wish would happen to your soul? Well, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you what you should pray for and what you should wish for. We should all hope and pray that when we die, our soul, which is Jeev Atma, would meet God, who is Param Atma. That is what you call salvation or liberation. And as we are making all of these offerings, we are praying and we are asking God that this happened to his soul. However, we do not know what actually or really happened, not so? None of us can tell. The only person who knows exactly where his soul is at this point in time is Bhagavan Krishna. So we make this pinda offering and we cater for the worst. The worst is that his soul may have to go to Yamraj and judgment may have to take place there and various other things. He will have to go for a journey visiting 16 different cities for the entire year, for those of you who are familiar with Garud Puran. And for him to be able to do that, he would need a body. These offerings of the pinda, it is what would create that body, the body that would be the size of the arm. So we make this offering and we ask Bhagavan Krishna to allow him to benefit from it. Hari Om. Adya mukha gotrasya mukha pretasya mritistani shava ishte pinda mayadiyate tavo patishtitam. Write it on the right side. Hari Om Adya Mukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritistan Shivatil Toyanjali Danam Mayadiyate Tavo Patishtitam. Hari Om. Let me take this one then. Also, my dear friends, our dear friend Ramesh, he did not die in a bad time. He did not die in a bad time. However, unfortunately, it ended up that we are performing the funeral in a time that is not so auspicious. And I'm referring to the period of Panchak. So for that reason now the Panchak shanti rites must be performed. Panch means 5. It is believed that this rite must be done to protect the other members of the family. So we are making these 5 offerings. We could address it right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same way how you offer the pill like that. You will give it some water and you go off on 1, and I will tell you where we put in it, right? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Harihi Om Vaso Pavitramasi Shatadaram Vasoho Pavitramasi Sahasradaram Devastva Savita Punatu Vaso Pavitrena Shatadarena Supava Kamadukshaha Harihi Om. Offer the water, you go offer the same way on top one of them, right? Harihi Om. Vasu Preta Mahaya Namaha. All right, pick up that one. And we're offering that one by the head area. So I see. Yeah. No, same time. Just like how we put it by the head area, right next to the head area. Top here. All right. Do the next one. Harihi Om Varunasyotam Banamasi Varunasya Skamba Sarjanisto Varunasya Rita Sadanyasi Varunasya Rita Sadanamasi Varunasya Rita Sadanamasida Harihi Om Varunaya Namaha Preta Sakyaya Namaha. Take up that one. Under the right arm. You should put it right about here, so. Third one now. Harihi Om Uttano Hirbhyudyaha Srino Tvaja Ekapata Prithvi Samudraha Vishve Devarita Vrido Huvanastutaha mantra kavishasta avantu harihi om ajaikapadaya namaha om pretapaya namaha. Just so you offer this on this side, you offer it on this side. Harihi om ajaikapadaya namaha om pretapaya namaha. Harihi Om Shivo Namasi Swadhitiste Pita Namaste Astu Mamahi Gumsi Nivartayamya Yushe Nadhyaya Prajananyaya Rayaspokaya Suprajayastvaya Suviryaya Harihi Om Om Ahir Buddhyaya Namaha Om Preta Bhumipaya Namaha. That one is offering. Right in the middle here. Last one now. Harihi Om Pushantava Vrateva Yan Rishye Makadachanaha Stotasta ihasmasi Om Pushne Namaha Om Preta Hartrai Namaha Om Pushne Namaha Om Preta Hartrai Namaha. This one going. Move out the way, huh? Between, right down here by the light, by the foot area. Bolo Sri Mahavishnu Bhagavan ki Jai. I always like to make the reference and say that in Hinduism we find that everything will take very, very long. But the shortest ceremony in Hinduism, in our Dharma, in Sanatana Dharma, the shortest ceremony is the Antyeshi Sanskar, or the death ceremony. All the necessary offerings that we are supposed to make, my dear friends, it is completed. As I was saying a little while ago, he is or was a well-known person. I came to know this family not too long ago. Well, as a matter of fact, my parents knew this family forever because we are family, we are related. And I came to know them a little more not too long ago. I performed the puja for the members of this family. I even went home by him and I performed the puja for him a couple of times. And although he is much older than me, he always had a great respect for me. which I admired. Not too long ago, and when I say not too long ago, I'm talking about maybe about 2 weeks ago, I was walking on the road by the school, my school area there, and he was passing on the road, driving. I didn't see because I was walking and he was coming from behind, and he recognized me and he stopped and he called out to me, "Sitaram, how are you doing?" And I asked him the same, "How are you doing?" His response was, "I'm very good, very, very good. Everything normal, healthy and strong and good." And then when a couple days ago, Sherry called me and she told me that I was shocked. I couldn't believe that he had died when just a couple days ago he told me that he was doing well, that he was good. And I think this is one thing that we need to keep in mind all the time, every minute of our life. Every minute of our life, we need to remember this. If I were to ask you what is the day that you're going to die, what would you tell me? None of us can tell, right? As a pundit, I have had instances already when people would come to me and they would say, "Baba, I want you to check my planet for me." The first question that I ask when somebody tells me that is why? What's the problem? Something wrong? A couple of times people told me, "Well, I just want to know when I'm going to die." I just want to know how long I have to live again. I just want to know when I'm going to die. And if I'm honest with you, and I said this many times in funerals before, and if you open the Rasi Mala, there are 12 Rasis, we all belong to one of them. Think of it as horoscope, right? We all belong to one of them. And for each one of them, they would give you a lifespan. And for every single one of them, the lifespan is over 60 years. There are various ages, but all of them, it's over 60 years. Are we all living over 60 years? How old was he? 65. July, he would have been 65 years. Life is so unexpected, my dear friends. एक पल है हंसना, एक पल है रोना, कैसा है जीवन का खेला. एक पल है मिलना, एक पल विचरना, दुनिया है 2 दिन का मेला. एक पल है हंसना. एक पल means one moment. एक पल है हंसना, one moment we'll be laughing, हंसना. एक पल है रोना, the other moment we will be crying, we'll be in sadness. कैसा है जीवन का खेला. This is the play of this life. This is how this life is. This is how this world is. एक पल है मिलना. One moment in life we will all be together. एक पल विचरना. And one moment again, the other moment again, we have to be separated. Separated can be looked at. We all came together, we had a good time, we had fun together, we spent a happy moment together, but we have to go back to our homes. But the other one can be like this. We all came in one world, we lived together in one world, in one home, as a family, in one community, but one day to come, we have to be separated. आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. In a little while we may sing that one. आए भी अकेला and जाए भी अकेला. We came alone and we'll have to leave alone. He has left us. Although the person who died may be a loved one, although we may be very close to that person, although we may say that he is going on the journey alone, I want to go with him. We cannot. We cannot go with him. Jai bhi akela. He has to go alone. 2 din ki zindagi hai, 2 din ka mela. We are here for a very short time. So as I was saying, I knew him As far as I know, I knew him to be a very respectful person, a very helpful person. He helped many of the non-governmental organizations in the district. He even helped many of the schools in the area. In particular, I know our school, Rio Claro Hindu School, he helped our school financially on many occasions, which we are indeed extremely grateful for. And he also rendered his assistance to many of the other schools in the area also. And this is one thing that would help us. This is one of the things that would allow people or make people remember us. What have they done for me? What has that person done? And if the person doesn't do anything for me, if the person didn't help others, then some people, this is not good to think, this is not a good way to think, but some people may say, well, it's good for him. But if that person helped others, and according to our dharma and according to Ramayana, it says that a righteous person will put themselves through stress, will put themselves through a little bit of pain just to make sure that another person is happy. Just to make sure others are happy. This is what Ramayana tells us. And in my opinion, this is a life that he lived. He gave up some of his wealth. He gave up what he had to make others a little more comfortable, to make others a little better. But this is just a little bit that I know of him. I would like to call on someone who can tell you a little more about him. So I'd like to call on the person who was given the responsibility to do the eulogy, who will tell us a little more about his life, the life that he lived, and how he lived his life. So I'd like to call on Auntie. Who is it going to do it?
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Respected Pandit Himraj Maharaji, other Pandits, family, friends, siblings, relative, villagers, and friends. Sitaram. Salam Walaikum and good morning. The divine Lord Krishna and the law of karma has brought us together at this place to join in the funeral rites of our dear departed Ramesh Persad. As we gather to say our goodbye, our elder sister Dulcie, brothers Robbie and Krishna, and their families who could not be here, and myself, Babsi, are indeed grateful to God for having given us the baby of the family. Our love, Ramesh, today his soul, which will never die, will continue to its journey to perfection. For the body dies, the soul is everlasting. This is a great and comforting teaching of the Sanatana Dharma. Born to Pa Paras Persad and Ma Joan Persad on 18 July 1957. This one so loved and cared for grew into an intelligent and very helpful lad. He grew into an excellent student at Rio Claro Hindu School, then got secondary education, but his native, intelligent nature, respectful ways, and willingness to be part of the family's business made him a very successful made him a very successful businessman. It is a privilege for me, the second child, to be here with God's grace to say our bid about a dear brother who had done his duty to parents, family, and community with excellency. He has done so well that the name Ramesh Persad Variety Store has remained a key store for Rio Claro and surrounding district. We are blessed to have a family of love and togetherness. This is because of our upright with love, caring for one another, and kindness to one another. Our parents taught us how to live together in friendship and respect as a family in our beautiful community. Ramesh, just like Ma and Pa, treated all family members, adult children and grandchildren with love and fairness. He loved all and was able to reach out to everyone. He was well loved by the community. His circle of friends has always been a source of strength for him. He tried his best to help as many as he could in the religious community, schools, and in communities projects. He felt so happy when schools and people in the community became successful. His pleasant and respectful manner to all will always remain in our memories while he was wise enough, help him to be fair and successful. To ensure that he had a better understanding of our world, he visited many communities and other countries. This gave him a better understanding of people's needs, challenges, and other ways of managing their life for betterment. This helped him to relate very well to others. He was a good listener who listened to the view of others, but was able to express in a calm and thoughtful manner. He also knew that silence was golden. His love for family, understanding of the challenge that others face, and his role in helping where he could in a quiet manner gained our respect. There are many friends and villagers who had an excellent relationship with him. He treasured this, whilst he loved and respected all of us. Big Sister Dulcie and eldest became a mother figure to him. I am indeed thankful to all, including his siblings, their families, and his friends, who have always stood by him. As he say our goodbye to our dear departed brother. As we say our goodbye to our dear departed brother, our family wish to thank the doctors, nurses, and support staff at the Rio Claro Center. They could Did I skip a page? Okay. That they could, to keep him alive with love and understanding. We also express our gratitude to Dr. Amin and other doctors for his treatment and guidance, especially in this last period and in period time. On his behalf, we give our apologies to anyone who he may unknowingly hurt in any way. to neighbors, friends, and customers, we remain grateful to you for your kindness, especially at this time. To our respected Pandit Hemaraj, we are so thankful to you for your guidance, the ritual, and the comfort way in which you are helping, us. Boodoo's funeral agency had really been of great service, and the police service. In closing, may I read a few words from the great poet Rabindranath Tagore. This come like Ramesh is saying, I have got my leave. Bid me farewell, my brother. I bow to you all and take my departure. I only ask for last kind words from you. We were neighbors. We long, but I received more than I could give. Now the day has drawn. The lamp that lit my dark corners is out. A summons has come, and I am ready for my journey. Our little brother journey continues. May the divine Lord Krishna, the great chariot, take him on the chariot to his new beautiful spiritual home. Thank you, and may God bless us all. Ram Nam Satya Hai. The name of God is truth. Sita Ram. And one thing I want to say, when he come by me, I will put on the Hanuman Chalisa, some spiritual, real powerful mantras, and you wouldn't believe, I didn't even know Ramesh could sing. I said, wow, you could really sing, and your voice is so nice. And he used to sing. Okay, now Uncle Robbie.
My loving brother Ramesh, from Ravi, Radhika, and the family. You were a true brother and friend, also an angel who lifted me to my feet when my wings had trouble remembering how to fly. You were selfless and had a heart of gold. You earned everyone's respect and you traveled the world. My greatest wish is to have no pain and suffering just like you before I die. One of my toughest decisions in life is not attending your funeral. The reason is I had COVID, spent 5 months in hospital, and is still recovering. Your name will live on forever, and as our parents, Paris and June. Finally, you will be missed by everyone, and I will never, never say goodbye to you. May your soul rest in peace. I would like to thank everyone for attending. Thank you.
This is my other brother, Krishna. Everyone know Uncle Krishna. He telling Ramesh, my loving brother, want me to focus on my health and the moment to share on this earth. Yes, I am here in spirit through prayers and to all who know me. I love you. Now this is his niece and nephew who couldn't come. From Tara and family, Subhash and family, Sastri and family. It is so very heartbreaking to know that Uncle Ramesh will not be with us anymore. Uncle Ramesh was a very kind, caring, genuine, and gracious person. He was an awesome role model for all his niece and nephew. He never thought twice about doing anything for us. We are here in spirit, thought, prayer, and to all who know us. We love you, Uncle Ramesh. Okay.
Thank you very much. At this point in time, I would like to leave the floor open a little bit. If there's anyone who would like to come forward and say a few words. I know Miss Joyce would like to say something.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I hope you are not too much under the weather this morning, but whatever the weather, life must go on. The privilege is mine to join in the tribute to this wonderful person, now a soul, that of my dear cousin, Ramesh Persad. Are you all hearing me? You're hearing me, right? For those of you who don't know me, I am Joyce Persad. Ramesh and I have a very strong bloodline. In local parlance, we belong to a royal family. You see, our parents were related. 2 brothers married to 2 sisters. And so, from our early years, we grew up with this close family tie. Also, having lived in the same community, we were always within reach, visiting each other, spending family times together that seamlessly created even a stronger bond. Since Ramesh untimely passing 6 days ago, I have been hearing so much about how good he was, the sentiments that have been expressed from both the inner and outer circles, including many of you here today. His friends, acquaintances, customers, business associates, partners, and persons from many walks of life. And you are all so right. Yes, the Ramesh that we know was a very generous, charitable, caring, and fun person. In his unique way, he showed love to his family, friends, and all with whom he came into contact. Always willing to help, listen, give some advice, share a joke, and more. And he could really make a joke. He had to be blessed with a fountain of goodness from which he so freely shared, caring especially for his siblings and close family. I can truly say he never kept any animosity in his heart. He was a very free-spirited person. As cousins, we always enjoyed each other's company. Him talking non-stop about up-to-date events. Ask Ramesh anything about the news, whether it's nationally, internationally, or otherwise, Ramesh could tell you. He was very informed, very up-to-date. World events, politics, at times reminiscing on the good old days, and trust we had many of those. I cannot leave out our conversations about his travels to far-off places, and very often we would exchange notes. He did enjoy his travels around the world very much. He lived life to the fullest, a life well lived. That was Ramesh. However, there was a little incident, a time we went to Tobago. Some of the cousins, a few of us, and well, we were having such a wonderful time, Ramesh was a boy. When he finished eating his food, which is not much, that is it for him, no more, full, good. So one day we asked Ramesh, Ramesh, we ate, so we said, Ramesh, we have some snack, some snack. We had some Ramesh, I bought something here. He said, girl, I'm full, I can't eat anything, but if you force me, I will eat. So that was a kick over the whole holiday. We had such a wonderful time in Ramesh. He always had something kicksy, something funny to say. He had the party going. Except for the short period of his illness, over the years, Ramesh never stopped visiting us on the hill. He would come firstly by my house, have a beer, we would chat, and then leave the promise. He said, okay, I'm going down the hill. I'm going to visit Errol. And he would leave. He was always busy, always going, always very busy, and always brisk. And he had a very good sense, as I said, of humor, and he was busy and so on. He would say, I'm going to return the next day. Okay. Little had I known, his last visit was on the 24th of April this year. Little had I known that would have been his last visit to me. He would always call me. If he cannot come or whatever, he always gives me a phone call. Find out how you're going, girl. You're okay, everything all right. And you'll see what's going on in the world today, girl. And you know, he would elaborate a little bit. Cousin Ramesh, you lived your life well and left a rich legacy for those behind to follow. I wish I had saluted you for these things in your living years. In closing, I am thankful to Almighty God for having you in our lives for almost 65 years. We have lost a dear cousin, a friend, and more, but our comfort is that heaven has gained a good soul. You are in a better place, and one day our immortal souls will meet again. However, you have run the race and fought a good fight. We would cherish the precious memories in our hearts. Farewell, my dearest cousin. Caring and loving you are. From me and on behalf of all the other cousins, may your soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Again, as if there's anyone who would like to say anything. I know he was a very charitable person, a very helpful person. If it is that he helped you in some way and you would like to express your appreciation to him or the family, if there's anyone who would like to say anything, please come now. Not when I finish the ceremony, come and say you want to say something. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Pinjare ke panchire tera dardan jaane ko. If you look in the paper, you'll see. Tera dardan jaane ko. Bahar se to ka mosh rahi hai. Bhitar bhitar roye re, he bhitar bhitar roye, tera dardan jaane koy, tera dardan jaane koy. This song really, it tells us about the pain that the bird is experiencing when the bird is in the cage. All right? The bird needs to be free, wants to be free. And some of us, we trap the bird in the cage. Anyone of you have birds in cages? When you go home, make sure and Lego them. You don't know the pain that the bird is going through. All right? Looking outside, seeing all the birds free, flying all around. And I just have what? 1 foot square. 1.5 foot square to be flying in all the time. We are trapped in this world like that bird. That is what this song is about. We are trapped in this world just like that bird. We need to be free. That is what Bhagavad Gita tells us, that we are in this cycle of birth and death. Bhava Sagar, it is referred to. When we're born, come into this world. When we die, we will leave this world. Kabhira jab hum paida hue, jag hasi hum roe, aisa karni kar chalo, hum hasi jag roe, chadhariya जीनी रे जीनी हे राम नाम, हे राम नाम, हे राम नाम रस पीनी चढ़रिया, जीनी रे जीनी. Kabir Das wrote that song. Kabira jag hum paida hue. When the person comes into this world, meaning to say when a person is born, what does he say? Jaga hasi hum roe. Jag means the world. The world is smiling and the world is happy. Everybody is happy when the child born, not so? Hama roe, but the child is what? Is the child laughing? The child is most of the time is crying. Jaga hasi hum roe. The world is happy because the child is born, but the child knows, that soul knows that he's coming into a world of misery. Aisa karni kar chalo, when the child ready to leave, meaning to say when that person grows up and they die, what happens then? Hamahasi jagaroi. It is that time I will be smiling. It is that time the child will be smiling, the child will be happy, but we are all will be in tears. We are all in tears. When we live in this world, we build relationships, right? We build a relationship with our friend and our family, our brother, our sister, our parents, and it becomes so knitted and so tight that when the day comes that we have to break that, it is so difficult for us. But I want you all to remember this, and I think this would give you a bit of comfort if you think about it in this way. Just before he died, he was a bit ill, not so? He was sick. It's not nice to be sick. You don't feel good at all. But think about it in this way. It is very possible that where he is now, he has no pain. Where he is now, he has no pain. There is nothing that can hurt him. There is no pain that he can get. It is possible also that he is with Bhagavan Krishna, where he can experience eternal happiness, never-ending happiness. I'm not saying this is what he got. I'm saying it is possible. And if we think about it in this way, shouldn't we be happy for him? Yes, we should be happy for him. From all that I've heard so far, and from what I know, I can say he lived a good life. And I'm sure Bhagavan, the Divine Supreme Param Brahman, God himself, will ensure that he gains that eternal happiness. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ram Nam Satya Hai. I would like to ask you all to put the hands together a little bit as we do Ram Stuti. We pray a little bit. Yeah. And after I do this, I will give you all the opportunity to come a little bit closer for those who would like to see the body for the last and offer a little flower. Hey Bhagavan, may you guide and protect his soul. Sri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajman Harana Bhava Bhayadarunam Nava Kanjalo Channa Kanja Mukakara Kanja Para Kanjarunam कन्दर्पयगणितयमितचभिनव नीलं नीरजसुन्दरं पतपीतमानहुतरितरुचिशुचिनौमि जनकसुतावरं वजुदीनबन्धुदिनेशदानव दैत्यवंशनिकण्डनं रघुनन्द आनन्दकन्दकौशल चन्द्रदशरथनन्दनं शिरमुकुटकुण्डलतिलकचारु उदार अङ्गविभूषणम् आजानुभुज शरचापदर सङ्ग्रामजितकर दूषणम् इति वदति तुलसीदास शङ्कर शेषमुनिमनरञ्जनं मम हृदयकञ्जनिवास कुरुका मादिकल्लदल्लगञ्जनं श्रीराम 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 राजा रामचंद्र की जय. Offer your flowers there. At this time, my dear friends, those of you who would like to come and view the body for the last, we have a few flowers here. If you would like to offer a flower, family members can come too. And then afterwards, we will see our final closing pratna, and we will make our exit. So we have 10 minutes, 5 minutes to 10 minutes. Let's see how quickly we can have the movements for those who would like to come and just view the body for the last. Rama 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 Hari Krishna 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 Hari Rama 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 Hari Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare O Rama Hare Krishna Hare O Rama Hare Krishna Hare Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Jai Rama O Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Jai Rama Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai. Take all this. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Raghupati Raghava Raja Rama Patita Pavana Sita Rama Raghupati Raghava Raja Rama Patita Pavana Sita Rama Raghupati Raghava Raja Rama Raghupati Raghava Raja Rama Patita Pavana Sita Rama Patita Pavana Sita Ram Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Jai Rama Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हो श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। बोलो कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। हरि ओम। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। हरि ओम। नारायणाय नमः गोविंदाय नमः। गोत्रस्य मुखवेदस्य वैदिशान्तिरतिरुपयान्तिना व्यायतेकरूपदीक्षिता। Let's put hands together again, little bit everyone. Closing mantras. Hari Om. Anadini Dano Deva Shankachakra Gadadhara अक्षय पुंडरीकाक्ष प्रेत मोक्ष प्रदो भव कृष्ण कृष्ण कृपालो त्वं नगति नागतिर्भव संसार नवमग्नाना प्रसिद्धा पुरुषोत्तमं हरि ओं तत्सत् प्रेत आत्मा शांति सिखो। तत्सत वेद आत्मा शांति। बोलो हरिया पितृ भगवान की। राम नाम सत्य है। This time we will take our exit. We will need a couple of hands. I'd like to ask all of you who are seated to stand a little bit as we take our exit.
का अनुभव कर तू धन्य बना जीवन ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा अब
Atmanang Matparayanam. Right here. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Adhyamukhotrasya mukhapretasya mritisthani shiva nimittasnanam maya diyate tavo patishtitam. Hari Om Yandwari Mahagori Andena Tamasavrite Tatra Valokanartaya Deepam Pratishtitam Deepam Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Sarvabhutanam Maitrah Karuna Evacha Nirmamo Nirahamkara Samadhika Sukakshani. Come here. Take a turn. Turn, put that way, head this way. Okay. Ready? Yeah, good right. Right. Good. This? You're heavy when you reach here. Yeah. Hari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hari Om Adhyam Kagotrasya Mukhapretasya Mritisthani Shavanamitasnanam Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Om Yam Dwari Mahagori Andena Tamasavite Tatra Valokanartaya Deepam Pratishtitam Deepam Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Adhyamagostarasya mukhapretasya mritisthani shivanamit deepam maya diyate tavo patishtitam. Yam dwari mahagori andena tamasavrite tatra valokanartaya deepam pratishtitam. Deepam maya diyate tavo patishtitam. Hari Om Sri Panchtattva Shanti. Om Sri Panchtattva Shanti. Om Sri Panchtattva Shanti. Got one record in focus. Small parts. Hari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hari Om Adhyam Kubotrasya Mukhapretasya Shivahasve Sanak Nimitam Pretadayatova Ishti Rio Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Hari Om Adhyam Kubotrasya Mukhapretasya Mritisthani Shivatilpayanjamidanam Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Alright, so at this point, my dear friends, we have made all of the necessary offerings. So we now prepare the body for recreation. Hari Om.
Give it one. Yeah.
Look how many people do it. Those of you who didn't get an opportunity to see the body at the home, I would like to come and take a quick view. You can feel free to do so at this point in time. The rest of you can join the team. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Radha Ramana, Hari Govinda Jai Jai, Radha Govinda Jai Jai, O Sri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari, Sri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari. Come on, let's spread out the Murari. Jai Nath Narayan Vasudeva, Jai Nath Narayan Vasudeva, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, When you live up, leave back the court, right? Leave back the court, yeah. Ram Ram, Satya, Ram Ram, right? Swaha, right? Yeah. Hari Om Lombhyah Swaha, Om Tvache Swaha, Om Lohitaya Swaha, Om Medobhyah Swaha, Masebhyah Swaha, Snayubhyah Swaha, Astabhyah Swaha, Majbhyah Swaha, Retase Swaha, Payave Swaha, Ayasaya Swaha, Prayasaya Swaha, Sanyasaya Swaha, Vyasaya Swaha, Udyasaya Swaha, Shuche Swaha, Shochache Swaha, Shochamanaya Swaha, Shokaya Swaha, Tapase Swaha, Tapyate Swaha, तप्यमानाय स्वाहा तप्ताय स्वाहा धर्माय स्वाहा निष्कृत्यै स्वाहा प्रायश्चित्यै स्वाहा भेषजाय स्वाहा यमाय स्वाहा अंतकाय स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा ब्रह्मत्याय स्वाहा विश्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो स्वाहा या वा प्रतिबिंब्यः स्वाहा That's in the fire. अद्यामुखगोत्रस्य मुखप्रेतस्य धनिष्ठाधि पंचक जन्म दुर्मरणाधि वंशारिष्टः निवारणारत पंचक विदानं करिष्ये. ओम प्रेतवाहाय स्वाहा ओम प्रेतसख्याय स्वाहा ओम प्रेतपाय स्वाहा ओम प्रेतभूमिपाय स्वाहा प्रेतहर्त्रय स्वाहा.
Come here.
हरि ओम प्रज्ञान अग्नये नमः. Hold it the fire. Wipe your hand with this water. Hopefully, go hold this is something to go back home.
This link loose out. No, we can find okay. Right?
Try and see if you can get them
Right, see, before police department, right, you have a
Walk around, just walk around. Brisk walk fast. Hari Om Krishna Sudishikritankarta Janata Mrityu Kalavasham Prapyam Naram Panchadvamagatam Karma Dharma Samayuktam Lobha Moha Samavita Dahiyam Sarvagatrani Vidyalokan Sagacchatu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Touch the fire.
Right, good.
We have a little small something to do here again.
Okay, come on. Shanti. everything. Yeah. They walk around. Keep it on. Yeah.